like unfairly, like in her games and stuff like that?
I think it's definitely like star players aren't ever treated.
Candace Parker, the three-time WNBA champion and legendary figure in the sport, recently spoke out with some much-needed honesty about Caitlin Clark's treatment in the league. It's about time someone with her credibility addressed this heated issue. When TMZ caught up with Parker, they asked her the burning question on everyone's mind. Is Caitlin Clark being unfairly treated? In the W, Parker's insights add a powerful voice to the conversation, shining a spotlight on the ongoing debate over how Clark's talent and presence are perceived and handled within the league.
In her second year, she's already broken a record for most 25-point 10 assist games. In her second year, she holds that record. But what's being done to her right now?
Parker's response? A true mic drop moment that hit right at the core of professional basketball reality. Star players aren't ever treated fairly, she declared, encapsulating what many veterans have been trying to emphasize all along. This statement is especially significant because it sheds light on the systemic issues within the league's treatment of top talent. It underscores the ongoing controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark's experience in the WNBA and highlights the broader challenges faced by star players trying to navigate a league that still has work to do in ensuring fairness and respect for its biggest names.
But Candace Parker has been kind of caught in a little bit of controversy. Because TMZ pulled up on her. Candace Parker had TMZ pulling up on her today. And that's when the WNBA made it. When TMZ is just randomly pulling up on play.
Let's consider the timing of Parker's comments. She delivered her remarks just as the basketball community was hit with difficult news. Caitlin Clark, a player renowned for her durability, is now sidelined with a left quadriceps strain. The Indiana Fever announced that Clark would be out for at least 2 weeks, marking a rare moment in her career where injury has forced her to miss games. Since 2017, when she was in high school, Clark has played in every game, totaling 139 at Iowa and all 44 regular season games in her rookie WNBA season. Her consistent presence on the court has been remarkable. Now, with her first significant injury, it underscores how even the most resilient athletes face unforeseen challenges, adding another layer to the ongoing conversation about player treatment and the realities of professional basketball.
Caitlin Clark to miss at least 2 weeks with a suffered left quad strain. A minimum, folks, keyword here, minimum of 2 weeks. That's when they're saying she's going to be reevaluated to see if she can go. In a minimum of 2 weeks.
When Parker was asked about Clark tying her early career triple-double record, she responded with genuine admiration and respect. "It's awesome. It's great. I believe she has many more years of greatness ahead," Parker told reporters. Her words reflected maturity and class, showing she truly appreciates Clark's talent. Parker's attitude isn't about feeling threatened by Clark's success. Instead, she's genuinely celebrating her achievements. This response highlights Parker's understanding of greatness and her sportsmanship, emphasizing that she recognizes talent when she sees it and values the positivity it brings to the game.
I wanted to ask about Caitlin Clark. She just tied with you on your career triple doubles. I mean, how do you feel having her match you so early in her career?
It's awesome. It's great. I think she has so many more years to come of greatness. So it's been.
What makes this situation even more compelling is that the discussion surrounding Clark's treatment isn't just a baseless controversy fueled by overzealous fans. It's rooted in genuine concerns that have been developing since her rookie season. The level of physicality she endures on the court is unlike anything typically seen for a first-year player, leading to ongoing debates about whether opponents are crossing the line from fierce competition into targeting her personally. These incidents have sparked important conversations about player safety and the boundaries of competitive play.
Will this be the wake-up call the WNBA needs? Caitlin Clark is out for at least 2 weeks. Now, we are going to see what you guys, not just Indiana Fever, we're going to see what type of numbers this league can turn over without.
If you are enjoying, please subscribe. Remember the Chennedy Carter incident? Carter shoulder-checked Clark from behind, causing her to tumble to the floor. Initially, it was called a common foul, but the league later upgraded it to a flagrant foul and fined Carter $1,000, 0 cents. Carter's response, however, showed no remorse. At the end of the day, it's all love outside of basketball. When we're in those 4 lines, it's smoke. After, it's all love. Such responses have fans and analysts questioning whether there's more to the story, if Clark is being targeted intentionally. Even legendary UConn coach Gino Arima weighed in, remarking, "Michael Jordan was never treated like this," implying Clark is being singled out. Oriema's comments carry weight given his decades of experience coaching elite players, and his assertion that Clark's treatment is unusual raises serious concerns. His perspective suggests that Clark's on-court experiences may be more aggressive or personal than typical, prompting broader conversations about the boundaries of competition and player safety. This incident and the reactions highlight ongoing debates about fairness and targeted treatment in women's basketball.
It's unbelievable that the WNBA just refuses to take this W. They refuse to take the win that is Caitlin Clark. They are putting every landmine in front of them. Players and members of teams are calling entire fan bases racist. Brittany Griner, when asked about new fans of the game and more eyeballs on television to the product and everything else, says, "Oh yeah, I don't want the new racist fans. All these racists that are in the league that like Caitlin Clark. I don't like what's going on. I certainly don't like that. I don't want them." I mean, just take the W. It's going to mean more money for everybody. All the good players in the WNBA are going to make more.
This is where Parker's perspective proves especially valuable, as she's lived through similar experiences herself. In 2008, during her rookie season, Parker encountered her own welcome to the W moment that escalated into a major brawl at the Palace of Auburn Hills. She's speaking from firsthand experience, not just offering a generic statement. However, not everyone agrees with her viewpoint. Rebecca Lobo, another WNBA legend and current ESPN analyst, has challenged the idea that Clark is being unfairly singled out. Lobo contends that what Clark faces is simply part of the reality of competing at an elite level. "Those of us who've been in this game for a long time understand it's not unusual," she explained, emphasizing that physicality has long been a staple of the league. Still, Lobo acknowledges that Clark encounters some unique challenges. She notes that she's never seen a rookie be picked up 94 feet from the basket without the ball or face double-teamed 35 feet away from the hoop. Clark's situation highlights the extraordinary level of defensive intensity she's dealing with, raising questions about whether her treatment is truly fair or if she's being targeted.
But why is this happening? The Caitlin Clark phenomenon is one that I got wrong. I never really thought that Caitlin Clark would make the difference that she has in college basketball or in the WNBA. What other sports analogies are out there that are in any way similar to the impact that one individual has had on a larger sporting unit?
Caitlin Clark's entrance into the WNBA has redefined what it means to be a transformative athlete, transcending traditional narratives about race and privilege. Her impact goes beyond mere statistics. She has become the most influential figure in the league's 28-year history, reshaping perceptions around women's basketball. While conversations about representation and visibility remain essential, Clark's unique blend of elite skill, charisma, and cultural relevance has elevated her to a status that unites fans across diverse demographics. Her ability to draw widespread attention has propelled the WNBA into a new era of mainstream relevance, expanding its reach and influence. Clark's dominance on the court has rewritten the standards of greatness in the league. When she tied Candace Parker's career triple-double record in just her 44th game, it was more than a milestone. It was a declaration that she operates on a higher plane of performance. Some analysts compare her impact to Larry Bird's transformative influence on the NBA in the 1980s, but Clark's influence extends even further. She is actively expanding the league's economic and cultural footprint, with an estimated $875 million, 0 cents projected economic impact for 2025. Ticket sales for Fever games now rival NBA prices, and merchandise featuring her name accounts for 26% of all WNBA revenue, an unmatched figure in league history. Clark's rise signifies a new chapter for women's basketball, driven by her extraordinary talent and cultural power.
By nationally, I mean CBS or ABC Games / ESPN One was $2.4 million. The other was $2.22 million. Caitlin Clark's landing some massive television ratings. And this is what is really impressive. The game peaked at 3.24 million viewers, became the 6th most watched WNBA regular season or playoff game since 2001. Think about that. The 6th highest rated game in 24 years.
With Caitlin Clark sidelined due to injury, the WNBA is now facing a critical test. Many are calling it a true litmus test for the league's future. As one analyst expressed on the Pat McAfee show, this will be the litmus test for the WNBA. If the ratings don't stay high because she's not playing, then it's a clear sign she is the needle mover. The Indiana Fever have already experienced the impact firsthand. Their first game without Clark resulted in an 83-77 loss to the Washington Mystics. This injury couldn't have come at a worse moment. She was averaging an impressive 19 points and leading the league with 9.3 assists per game through just 4 contests this season. She had recently tied Candace Parker's career triple-double record and was widely considered to be on track for an MVP-caliber campaign. The injury occurred during a highly contested final possession against the New York Liberty, where Natasha Cloud's defensive play resulted in a steal that many believed should have been flagged as a foul. Cloud explained her defensive approach afterward. "I knew they were obviously going to Caitlin. I knew she was going to go left, so as soon as she brought the ball up, I just poked it out." Her defensive strategy was smart and veteran-like, yet it underscored the intense physicality Clark faces on every possession. Her absence now raises questions about how the league's momentum and visibility will be affected in her absence.
It sure appeared that Natasha Cloud body fouled Caitlin, rammed her, then hacked her across the wrist, then hit her arm as she attempted to get the shot up. No call. Loose ball. Turnover. Game over. What? No call? I mean, Caitlin Clark has at least earned that call at home in that moment. Not only was she obviously Rookie of the Year last year, but she made first team All WNBA last year in her rookie year. First team. Top 5.
What makes Parker's comments particularly meaningful is that they come from someone who has experienced this journey firsthand. She understands what it's like to be the face of the league, to have every move analyzed and scrutinized, and to navigate the physical and mental demands of superstar status. When Parker states, "Everybody has a different path," she's emphasizing that, although each player's experience may differ, the core challenges remain consistent. The ongoing discussion about Clark's treatment highlights the league's growing pains as it reaches unprecedented levels of popularity. The WNBA has never seen a player like Clark, someone who commands massive college followings, consistently breaks attendance records, and attracts mainstream media attention. With this spotlight comes intense scrutiny, both positive and negative. Breanna Stewart, the reigning WNBA MVP and star of the New York Liberty, has expressed support for Clark while also emphasizing the league's broader development. "I think it's amazing, the momentum behind women's basketball. We're not just talking about momentum anymore, we're talking about sustaining it," Stewart said. Her words acknowledge that Clark's influence extends beyond individual achievement. It's about elevating the entire sport and ensuring its growth.
Caitlin Clark is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, "Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a complete different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA."
Yeah.
And wait
The timing of Clark's injury means she will miss critical games, including a highly anticipated rivalry matchup against the Chicago Sky on June 7. For a player who had never missed a game due to injury in her entire collegiate or professional career, this unexpected absence marks unfamiliar territory. Head coach Stephanie White tried to find a positive angle, stating, "This presents a great chance for our team to establish its identity. It's also a valuable opportunity for Caitlin to observe the game from the sidelines." However, it's clear that losing a superstar of Clark's caliber is never ideal, regardless of how it's framed. The Fever had built their entire system around her unique talents, and now they must adapt to competing without their primary playmaker and biggest star. Parker's comments highlight an important perspective. The conversation about Clark's treatment shouldn't revolve around whether she deserves special protection. Instead, it should acknowledge that elite players have always faced additional challenges. Michael Jordan dealt with the Jordan rules from opposing defenses. Kobe Bryant endured relentless physicality throughout his career. LeBron James has faced scrutiny and targeted defenses for nearly 2 decades. Clark's situation is amplified because she plays in a league still striving for mainstream recognition and media prominence. Every incident is magnified, every comment dissected, and each game becomes a reflection of broader social and cultural issues surrounding women's sports and athlete protection.
This is what happened with the WNBA. It's been ignored for so long. A subculture developed, a counterculture developed, where all these little things that they do is seem normal, but it's really not, and not acceptable. We need more professionalism, a higher standard when it comes to the game, and accountability and consistency. We need that in the WNBA because it makes the WNBA a little bit more marketable. You want likable players. You want players to be excited to go to the games for, not be like, I don't want to see that.
As Clark works through her recovery and prepares to return to the court, Parker's words serve as both reassurance and guidance. Yes, star players often face unfair treatment. That's an inherent part of the game. But it's also what makes their eventual success so impactful. When Clark comes back, she will have gained valuable insights into overcoming adversity, just as Parker did during her own illustrious career. The growth of the WNBA relies on honest and open conversations like these. Parker's willingness to speak candidly about the realities of superstar treatment provides important context for newer fans who may not fully understand the league's culture and competitive environment. Her message is clear. This is part of what defines greatness in professional basketball. Caitlin Clark is just beginning her journey, and despite the bumps and setbacks, she's on track for an extraordinary career filled with both triumphs and lessons. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.